Hello and welcome to the penalty box.
If you are firm and you are sure that you can move and you can score.
I'm Peter Clotte, and today we'll look at the opening group match, Brazil versus Croatia. Some people say Brazilians have not faced a stern test from their numerous friendly matches that they've played so far. But my penalty box experts are here, and we will look at what tests Croatia will be able to put the great Brazilians. So, penalty box experts, will Croatia have the firepower to quench the Brazilian thirst for glory?
It's going to be very, very difficult, but I think Croatia has got a good midfield and very good forwards, including one we know plays for Bayern Munich, and it's got another one who's a Brazilian, original Brazilian, Eduardo. But I think it's going to be very, very difficult. I mean, it's the opening game. The stadium is going to be like oven, you know, and it's going to be difficult. And I think the weakness of Croatia has been their defense, and they showed this during the qualifying games, which they started very well, and then they lost 3 games and drew one after the other, which was very surprising. But anyway, I think Croatia can give Brazil a hard time.
I think they will. They are capable. They have enough firepower. They have an extremely good midfield. Just to mention Modric, Rakitic, Kovacic. So,
but tell me something. Did you see the friendlies that they played before this opening game? How did they fare?
Well, they won against Australia. They won against Mali 2-1.
I'm going to interrupt you guys. Friendlies, come on. Let's just skip all the friendlies. Let's just go into the game.
I'm saying this because of the way they had gone during the qualifyings, which they had gone down. My intention was to see if they have improved.
Yeah. Yes, I think that they improved. The thing is, also with Brazil, they played against Serbia, and they say, you can read everywhere in the newspaper today, or actually yesterday, that they say we are not 100% ready yet. Brazilians say that. So they said, Fred said today that they will basically give ball to Neymar, and then, hey, Neymar can do whatever he wants.
Okay, they mentioned that they're not 100%. You guys are forgetting basically that Brazil did not need to qualify.
Exactly.
Yeah. Since then, they haven't had a serious game. Croatia will be the first game. Okay, so you can go ahead and talk about, your Croatians, because I know you and I can fight about this,
There's one thing.
No, but you believe Brazil is going to win.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Look, you guys were mentioning the midfield. Look, no doubt, the Croatia's midfield is really good. It's really, overall, I think they have better midfielders than Brazil. But, I have to talk about the defenders. The defenders in Croatia, they're lacking, especially on the left back. Is it left back? They don't basically have a left back. They lost their main left back, and then
But there's one thing that everybody talks about Brazil, and of course Brazil are the favorites. They always are, by the way.
Against anybody.
Yeah, but soccer nowadays is not like when Brazil used to win every second world championship. Nowadays there's no easy games. I mean, it can happen that you can have a game where all of a sudden somebody scores 4 or 5 goals. That's very rare.
It's very rare. I mean, if you look at these friendlies, games are 1-0, 2-1. There's only Germany crushed Armenia 6-1, I think.
And France beat Jamaica 8-0.
Exactly. Yeah. But other than that, all these games were very tough. I know, and I agree with my colleague expert here, that they were trying to hide maybe some things. But how much can you hide? These players who play all over Europe in best teams on both sides, Croatian and Brazilian side, they are well known, so everybody knows this.
I do want to mention one more thing too. Croatia, without this last injury that you lost a defender, actually they were one of the best in terms of not having injuries, and the #1 team almost to have the best stamina, because and they're also predicting this team, comparing this to 1998 and how great they were in that World Cup. So you're looking at an overall team like Croatia. I think they're going to be great. In terms of playing as a team.
Now, let's look at the opening match critically. The 12th man on the pitch for Brazil is the team, is the supporters. Now, the supporters of the Brazilians have been known to be fickle. They change their mind to boo their own players, or sometimes support the opposing team. If the going gets tough,
if the going gets tough, it's going to be a problem, because that's what's going to happen. The Brazilian spectators are very impatient. If by the half of the second half things are 0-0 or 1-1, There's going to be a problem there.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think that it's the opposite. I think these players are going to be very focused. They're going to go in there. They're going to attack. They're going to score at least a goal in the first half. That's my prediction. Yeah. But other than that, I think these, the entire Brazil for this whole tournament, they're going to be focused.
Come out
they're going to be focused.
The problem for Brazil is they have to win. Even draw for them, it's really bad. I mean, everybody expects them just to kind of stroll along and win the whole thing.
I think
very
you're right.
easily.
They're going to come for the kill. But the things start getting, if Croatia can hold them off 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
That is a strategy. That is a strategy for Croatia. That's my understanding. Play game kind of slowly.
I agree with you, but I think the Brazilians are not easy. They don't take things back. We saw the Confederations Cup as well. See, a team like Spain, they took control. They try to take control, and that's a team like that. That's what they do. They want to take control, but the way the game was not like that because these Brazilians were on them. They were.
I think now what's interesting in this group is we all assume that Brazil is going to go through, and probably will, and then we got Croatia, Mexico, and Cameroon. So, who do you think is going through?
Well, I think Brazil will pull through.
Yeah.
If the Confederations Cup is anything to go by. People should be wary of the firepower of Brazil because from the midfield to the forward, I think they are dangerous at any time. Set pieces, anybody in the front line will be able to pull through. But let's see how this
Anybody
thing goes.
can score. It's not like only Fred. Some people say he's not, top world-class player, but anybody can score.
I call him a rebounder. The ball comes out of nowhere, he just blasts it and he scores.
Who's going through?
I think those are the two teams that are going to go through. I think Brazil and Croatia could easily go through because the Mexican there's nothing like special about that team that could say, wow, this team is amazing. They're going to definitely. I mean, they're barely they barely made it to the World Cup. I mean, come on.
That's true, but don't forget it's a World Cup.
It is a World Cup. Anything can happen. Yeah. And
sometimes it's the team that clicks that is able to give or pose the significant danger during the World Cup competition. Well, folks, this is about all time will permit us for today. I'm Peter Clote. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.